Alright. Why is your, didn't I buy this for you? Why isn't it equipped to you? Is it because you had something better than it already? How did you have something better than it? Wait a second. Hey, I got these. What is this? Nah. Nah. Where's that, wait a minute, where's that thing? Yeah, I want this. I'm gonna lose a bit of attack and defense, but I think it's fine. Because I want the, 3% HP at regular intervals. Blah. Who gets that, whatchamacallit that I found before? Gothic plate, there it is, yeah, put that on him. Anything better than the stamina ring? Increases vitality by 10%. Agility, psych by 15, okay. Increases max HP by 30%. That would actually be pretty good. And he doesn't get many stats from these boots. Like, it looks like I lose a lot of stats, but there are, like, really low points. Like, they're all within 20 points loss. Fine boots. Oh. I'm gonna put on the, black onyx. I want to put on that psych thing. Yeah, this. Put that on. You need the, stamina. Because that's your thing. You have a fountain rod. That's better than the... Why did I buy this bison bat, then? That was a waste of money. But it's okay, because I got 300,000 just chilling. Is this better than the thing I bought? That's better than the thing I bought, too. A rapier that looks like a spear of whirlwind flame, heated by fire ruins over a period of several days. So I guess while Rowan and them were off, they just got random new weapons. They just got random new stuff without telling me. Thanks, guys. Thanks. I went and bought you some cool new items. You could have told me, like, hey, we don't need that crap. We're already set. Whatever, let's get a lot of my money back, because I don't need any of these weapons now. Including, I just sold 2 of the weapons I just bought. So I basically just, like, tossed out a couple of thousand.
All right. Now this is some pretty nice gear.
You really are cutting an impressive figure.
He is indeed. Let's go. That skit, I'm still caught up on that skit earlier about the mana tethering. Oh, that was great. Time to speak with Gaius, who I am convinced is related to Sephiroth.
You've come.
So in the end, you've chosen to trust that man. You're more naive than I thought, Maxwell.
Tell us what your purpose is for bringing us here.
We will stand and fight against those invaders. If you intend to challenge them yourselves, we won't attempt to stop you.
But first, there's something you need to tell us. I want you to tell us what you know about the schism.
What's that?
Two millennia ago, I cast the spirit art, Schism. It created a new world and sealed it away. That world is yours. It is known as Riza Maxia.
Did Mila just say that she created the entire world? Wow! She's like a goddess or something!
It was for protecting spirits and humans.
Riza Maxia is sealed. That implies the existence of another world outside the schism, does it not?
Yes. And that world is called Olympius. I was gravely mistaken about the Lance of Kresnik's true purpose. Exodus convinced Noctigal that it was a weapon, but all along they were plotting to create a device that would dispel the schism.
Dispel the schism? To what end?
I do not know. I wonder if perhaps they were looking for a means to siphon mana back to Olympius.
No. All Exodus ever wanted was to go home. Back home to Olympius. It's all we've wanted for more than 20 years since we became trapped in Riza Maxia.
We needed to find a way to either break through the schism or dispel it completely.
But in order to dispel the schism, they would have to find a way to eliminate its creator.
I see. So that's why Exodus kept trying to kill you.
It doesn't add up. What is Gillen's master plan?
I'm confused. I still don't understand.
Gillen's actions are not going to get Exodus home any faster.
He didn't need to bring the whole Olympian army. In unifying Riza Maxia, that was never our original intention.
Gillen must intend to make use of Riza Maxia with the schism intact. But for what purpose?
That's it. The Otherworld reactor plan.
What?
Huh? The hell's that?
Most folks knew it as the Spirit Fuel Plan.
That sounds bad.
I remember my cousin telling me about it when I was still a kid back on the other side. Something about capturing spirits and using them as fuel for Spyrexes.
So you're saying Gillen's ultimate goal is to corral all the spirits?
But that doesn't make sense either. If all he wants is spirits, then why bother with the lies? Unless he's planning on trapping us in Rize Maxia for our mana lobes.
He seeks to use the people of Riza Maxia as a power source? The man is insane. Gillen most likely returned to Exodus HQ on the ocean. The Olympian army is with him, so getting there by boat won't be easy.
Well then, perhaps we can commandeer one of the flying ships they have, docked at Cambalar.
Oh yeah, right. Because that sounds easy.
It may indeed be our only option.
Very well. We attack tomorrow.
Wait a minute, Gaius. Aren't we gonna team up on this? I mean, we both want the same thing, so...
It's not a social gathering.
Just how stupid are you anyway?
It was Maxwell who created the schism, and trapped us all inside of it in the first place. Imprisonment is not so easily forgiven. It's entirely possible we may end up fighting each other again.
I'm sure you can understand why we're not ready to get all buddy-buddy with you.
Like I said, do what you want. Just make sure to stay out of our way.
Can you believe it? The nerve of those guys!
They must be short-handed. Why else would they share that kind of information with us?
Despite what they said, I still believe that they are counting on all of us.
For now, at least.
She is totally evil. Muse is totally evil. There's no way. She's gotta be.
Perhaps this is the opportunity to speak to Wingle that I've been waiting for.
Do I have everyone? Oh, I don't have everyone in my party. Oh, he's over here. But he just said he wanted to talk with Wingle. Yo, Wingle, we gotta chat. There are 2 rooms on the 2nd floor. Lord Wingle invites you to use them as you see fit. Okay, cool. Awesome. Let's chat with everyone. We need to rest in preparation for tomorrow. I'm so tired. So much has happened. Gaius and his Chimeri whatever think they're such hot stuff. Come tomorrow, we'll wipe the smirks off their faces. I have no doubt that we can beat the tar out of the Chimeriad. Whoa. Well, something tried to get out of my throat. I don't know what it was. Anyways, I have no doubt in my mind that we can beat the crap out of the Chimeriad. It's Gaius that I'm worried about. I mean, I'm fairly certain if I'd used an All-Divide, I would have beat him, but he's still ridiculously powerful. I'll go alone if I have to. It may take a little time for me to process this information. Alright, we need to go chat with Wingle, apparently, so that Rowan can talk with him. Wingle, where are you? Oh, we're outside now. There are no green dots, so I imagine Wingle isn't out here. Back inside. He must be in one of the 2 rooms that we were given. No, I don't want to sleep. I want to find Wingle. I want Rowan to chat with him so I can do this little subplot thing. I want to know. I want to know stuff. The door's locked tight and can't be opened. Well, so much for talking with Wingle. So much for talking with Wingle. How am I supposed to talk with Wingle when the game doesn't let me get to him? Oh, well, not much I can do about that. I'm not entirely sure how to talk with Wingle, but, you know. That's how the cookie crumbles, I suppose. What if I go outside? Wingle out here? Party members changed. Rest at the room of the table. They are all out here. Okay, sweet. Let's do the skip first.
Muse certainly is easy on the eyes, wouldn't you say?
I guess. Leave Jude alone for half a second and he always comes back with some new girl.
That's just how Jude is. He can't help it.
My neck is killing me.
Did you sleep on it wrong?
No, it's been this way since I was swept into the Fezabel marsh flow.
I have a poultice you can use, although it was intended for lower back pain.
Jude, it's pretty faint, but I think there's a footprint on your face.
Huh. I did have a dream that Agria was repeatedly stomping my head.
From the size and shape of that footprint, it would seem that dream was no dream at all.
What is wrong with her? Why would she do that?
Maybe she was trying to apologize, saying we got off on the wrong foot?
Jude, you need to go home right now for making that joke.
Oh dear. I'm going to chalk this one up to a concussion.
You don't know how close you just came to getting another boot in your face.
Got another skit.
I'm sorry for getting you tangled up in this war.
Not at all. I welcome the opportunity. As a spirit, I can never forgive those who use Spyrex.
It is good to have your strength on our side. You have my gratitude.
Your gratitude? As a big sister, what choice do I have but to keep my little sister out of trouble?
A bit condescending, aren't we?
Ah, isn't it wonderful to have a family?
A family that's probably an evil mastermind. She's evil, I know it.
Is that what we are?
It would seem so.
You're evil, I know you are.
Wingle, there's something I would like to ask you. Am I correct in my understanding that you led Ajul's armies at Fezabel Marsh? Using boosters to move through the marsh was a brilliant strategy.
Are you mocking me? That strategy played right into Gillen's hands.
You aren't the only one who failed to see through Gillen's facade. I share the same shame.
I didn't realize someone who turned his back on his duty had any honor left to lose. Is that what you're doing here? Some sad attempt to return to the battlefield and erase your shame?
How can you say that? Don't you make fun of Rowan. He's a great guy for someone who's so old.
You were a skilled tactician in your prime, I grant you that. But how much of that skill remains today? Former Chief of Staff Ilbert, care to play a game?
A game, you say?
A mock battle, using a real military map. But of course I would understand if you were reluctant to see how time has ravaged your talents.
You don't need to buy into this.
I accept.
This board lets us control data from historic battles and see different ways they might play out.
And what battle is this data from?
20 years ago, on the Fezabel Outback.
The Battle of Fezabel.
The struggle between the armies of Rashagal and the former king of Ajul.
Correct. It was a tragic battle in which both armies suffered heavy casualties from a giant tsunami. It was Ilbert the Conductor's one and only draw.
And you wish to recreate that battle now?
This is no recreation. If I had led Ajul into battle, we would have won. That is what I will prove here today. Formation Ichthyes. All troops advance.
The core of the Rashagal army is being pushed back.
Left and right troops spread out to the wings. Surround the enemy's vanguard.
It's no good. The vanguard is unstoppable. What is this power?
That's Gaius' unit, their first time in battle. You won't surround them so easily.
Both wings advance. Circle to the enemy's flank.
Planning to launch a counterattack from my flank? Such a boring and predictable response. I'll simply attack while your troops are changing course. This battle will be won before the tsunami hits.
The enemy is turning faster than Rashigal.
Look out!
All troops maintain forward movement. Your goal is the high ground behind the Azul army.
What?
Rashigal's army is assembling on the hill.
It's over. It is impossible to defeat a defending army on high ground in so short a time. Soon the tsunami will come and engulf the plains. You will have no choice but to retreat.
And this is what you call a victory?
I am satisfied simply not to lose.
I see. Thank you for the match, Conductor. We will settle this in a different way.
Sore loser!
You did great, Rowan.
It's because I failed in the past. If only I had used this strategy back then.
I think it's great you learned from your mistake. You're still growing, even at your age.
Indeed. And I still have a great deal more growing to do. I may even grow out of these clothes one day.
Do I get to talk to the other two? I do. I guess I get to talk to each and every one. Let's go ahead and get Agria out of the way, because I hate her.